Hello, once again, audience. Welcome back to DomiNations with Christopher. Is it really such a bad thing that this game seems a little bit more and more every day to be a chore rather than a game? I think so. I think really Nexon has driven that dagger into the side of the community and into the side of the players to the extent that a lot of us are just looking at this and looking at them pushing forward this update and thinking, well, why am I bothering? Which is really very sad. I mean, you can obviously, well, I hope you can tell by my base that I have spent a significant amount of time playing this game, and I love this game. It's a great game, but if they had focused on the right things, I think it would carry on, and I think it would have a legacy that would be very difficult to beat. But when you have stuff like this going on, and my mirror wasn't that bad. Let's be honest, my mirror looked good. But it was only my mirror that looked good. Everywhere else on the board is just ridiculous. It's an absolute mess. I mean, yeah. Atomic, 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 atomic. Uh, and that seems to be. It is. It's getting that way, Jag. I mean, really, it is. I love DomiNations. I really do. I think it's got a great platform. But I mean, these guys, like, look, their 12 came up and 5-starred me. Like, how is that fair? How is that? How is that right? How is that fair? How are their 22 managed to go and 5-star our number one and our number two? That's their 22, right? They're atomic all the way down to 25. And I'm not like we don't. It's not like we're gunpowder. Right. So seeing Fresh is in the same situation as us, and we've never faced you guys. Like, why is that? Why? Like, I don't know. Is it really so much to say we just want a fair matchup? Like, why? And you can tell that we're struggling. Like, we do try. We were fortunate enough to have Velveeta come over from USA Guards. But I mean, it's hyper intimidating, right? To step into an alliance and say, "Okay, let's go to war," and this is what you face, and you can't lie about it. You can't say, "Oh, that's odd," right? When you have people that are stepping back from the game, like for instance, Kim Stursky, really great guy, a huge advocate of the game, huge advocate of ours. He's taking a step back because it's not of interest. He's got a lot of real life stuff going on. But even outside of that, people make time for things that they enjoy. And when you stop enjoying it, that's when you find people are like, yeah, I'm going to move on, right? I'm not sure what the new thing is. As of this weekend, most certainly it's been Clash Royale. That's been the place to be this weekend. 102, it's an awesome game, but I think it's getting boring and boring. Yeah. I just want the matchmaking fixed. Like, if they would have done that, if they would have focused on, hey, we fixed some memory leaks and we fixed the matchmaking algorithm, that would have been it, right? And it's not, when you look at the broad picture and the grand scheme of things, in and amongst all the other changes and updates that they've put forward, it's abysmal. It really is. It's almost as though they said, "How can we kill this game as fast as possible?" And that's what they've done. And even as in regard to the lineup, how it works, because like I said, my mirror didn't look that bad. If it wasn't for, I don't know what I did wrong, but my howitzers ended up dying very, very quickly. But this is their 7, right? Their 7 is a 211 atomic. Like, I'm looking at that going, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I've got a hunch that I wouldn't be able to take on a 211 atomic, a 189 atomic, Wow, that base doesn't look familiar at all. If you're not aware, this is an extremely old school base. I don't know who the original designer. Jang says I want to break my phone with Clash Royale. Fresh says he wants the old matchmaking system. The originator of this base is actually a really good friend of ours, and he's a long time gone. He asked them to fix the system and take care of it, and they just didn't want to. All right, we're gonna take this guy for a boot because that's what it's all about. I'll go on 8. Has 8 even been starred yet? He's a 189 atomic. If we do, we're going up there. We'll try and sab appropriately and take our time. As far as, getting on topic here, I feel that my failed attacks as of late have been as a result of rushing. I feel as though when I look at a base and I'm like, I don't even stand a chance, let's just try and keep stuff alive, I do better. A 226, but aren't you? Yeah, but you've got, you've jacked your university. You've got the 30% buff on almost everything. Oh, I don't doubt that for a minute, Joel. And hi, punk. How are you? I don't doubt for a minute that they want people spending money, but that's not how you build a solid platform. It's not by forcing people to do it. Let's go, 8? He said that they want the underdogs. They want the mismatches. They want the underdogs spending money on cards in order to try and win. But you're not even at this point trying to win, and that's abysmal. That's an abysmal business strategy, especially in light of the fact that
I don't want to spend things on temporary things that are only going to last for 2 minutes.
a day, like you're talking, you'd get to revel in that for maybe a day.
Those card troops, they're a one-time use thing.
Oh yeah, but I mean, even if you take it in light of the card troops last the duration of a day, but further to that, now that they've fixed the stalemate problem, it's still going to be the stronger and faster to destroy the other team wins. That's what they decided on, right? Anyways, I mixed it up a little bit. So let's see what we can do. Clash of Clans, I'm playing around with it. I am enjoying it, but certainly not I haven't found anything that's even come close to this game, and I'd like to. Believe me, I'd like to. If I ran the zoo, Mr. Magoo, I'll tell you just what I would do. Something tells me if I go there. Do we want to steal that one right away? Oh. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Okay. Nope. Everybody back. Let's see if we can get everybody there. That way we can get multiples of tanks. Oh, see, and I wasted that. Hardcore. Maybe we'll get some planes in there. Maybe a rally out there. Come on, everybody. Out you come. Thank you. No, don't go back in. I want you to come over here. Are we going to be able to do anything with that? Something tells me I've got to start working up here. I think. Get off of there, jerks. See, it's all about just taking your time, I think. Let's see. I want that down. We can rally up there. We can suppress and kill those guys. 30 seconds remaining. Nothing sneaky down there. There it is. There's a 189 atomic. But I mean, it's a fancy base, don't get me wrong. It's a fancy base, but it's not like it's a not crackable base, obviously, from what I've just shown. And I mean, I'm not even the best attacker in our alliance. I'm sure they'd probably do it and be like, oh, I had a minute and a half to spare. Right? There's that. Then there was that. And boot camp's going well, but I mean, with the forecasted changes, if you're in boot camp, don't be terrified. I will be communicating with you guys as soon as I found out what's going on. I should have brought a wall sapper. You should have brought a wall sapper. You're a wall sapper. Thanks, Fresh. I will communicate to the guys in boot camp when I know exactly what's going on. But with the change in tactics, I'm not sure how feasible it is. I mean, we were discussing this earlier on, and let's face it, like I've got, well over a year into this game, and I know a lot of the ins and the outs of this game, and I enjoy playing it, even with my gunpowder account. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing this game at its core level, even with my global account, as frustrating as it is. I think you're maybe Clark Kent is right. Thanks there, Clark. I probably should have. You're absolutely right. I shouldn't have tried to run outside of there because it was very mazy, and I think it left me short on time. If I would have just plowed through, it probably would have looked a little bit cleaner. Less troop loss, anyways, I think. Within boot camp, though, I mean, how do you teach somebody that is new to this game when you're shorting them on tactics? So oh, you need to take this and this and this. And I mean, even with that being said, I still come across industrials and even globals that won't even touch my gunpowder base. So how is stifling the offensive ability of these people or capability of these people going to help me as a gunpowder to go and take on these globals that they're facing me up against or teams like this one? Like, even at this point, they're stifling to the point by nixing the tactics to such an extent that a global will not be able to take out an atomic. It won't happen. It won't happen. If it does happen, it'll be, good on you. Kudos to you. That's a very, very skilled attack. But, short the very top end or top tier alliances, how do we forecast that's going to look? Right? I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. And that was my war attack. There's my 5 stars. All right, I'm going to run away. I am trying to save up enough food that I can get some more library research going on and maybe even upgrade a general again. But I think I need... And that's the other thing that really kind of sucks, is not winning wars. It doesn't help your food cost and your oil cost of going to war. So, anyhow, I'm going to call it done. I'll quit griping. That was my my evening rant. Thank you for listening to me. Don't forget to pound that like and subscribe button down below. And as always, keep your sticks on the ice and have a good time.